Hello, Taurus. Elsie here to do your reading for the week ahead. How are you? Happy Wednesday to you. Yes, I'm a little bit late with the readings. Yep, I had to do some resting. I was getting a little bit burnt out, I think. I was working a lot. Yeah, I'm here and I'm rested. My brains are rested just for you, Taurus. My bull gang, I am here to, do your reading for the week ahead. If you want to know what is up for this week, the sneak peek for the week is already out. Maybe you've seen it already. But I am here to read for the week ahead, as I usually do, for the readings for the signs. All right. Taurus, I'm still having a hard time with my words. Struggling to get my words out. This retrograde is probably the one I felt the most. Yes. Tell you what, I'll be happy when Mars is out of retrograde for sure. All right. We start out here with a spiritual union, Taurus. What's going on here? Tell me more about the spiritual union, please. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Taurus. Look at that. We've got colors matching. Isn't that lovely? Bottom of the deck, we have humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. All right. So somebody here is doubting that they have a spiritual union that's coming into fruition here. Spiritual union is the Two of Cups. This is someone you feel connected to energetically. The doubt, I believe, says, I release the need to know all the answers. Somebody here is waiting on a soul connection, a twin flame or a soul mate, a deep soul connection. And I feel as though it's been a while. It's been so long, Taurus, and we've talked about this a lot. Most of you are waiting a very long time for some sort of connection. What I want you to know, my bull gang, is that I get emails almost on the daily of people telling me that they are coming into union with their person. So please know, if you're one of the people who emailed me to tell me, thank you so much. But please know, for those of you, some of you are still scheduled to come into union. It's just not at this moment, right? These readings are never meant to tell you that this is around the corner like tomorrow. This could be months down the road or whenever you find the reading. And it is a general reading. So I love the way everything is matching here. The greens to me are earth signs. So it's you, right, Taurus? It could also be someone who's Virgo or Capricorn that you're dealing with. We also have purples, which are the third eye. We have yellow and gold, which is the sacral chakra and the solar plexus chakra. So we're looking at a spiritual union. So two people who are coming together and in their heart space, right? Because the green, that's the heart chakra. Two people are connected energetically. It's not just love. It's a spiritual union. It is something that is meant to be. Something that is divinely orchestrated, I believe. Bottom of the deck, we have recognition and reward. Interesting. So somebody could be coming in to tell you that they've been watching you and they've been watching you grow. I think it's going to be an upheaval or shock for you, Taurus, is what I want to say, because we have doubt. Because I think that this is saying that a lot of you just doubt that this is ever going down. And I don't blame you. Some of you have been waiting for years. I don't blame you at all. And some of you have been waiting for years. They're not coming. And some of you who have been waiting a short time, they're not coming. But for all of you, maybe they are. And that's why you hold on, right? That's why you hold on. Okay, got a couple of cards here. We've got Firecracker. Excitement. Something's coming, Taurus. There's wealth. Okay. One more card, please, for Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. One more card. There we go. We have fire, strong emotion, passionate love or hate. There is a fine line, right? Between love and hate. Very, very fine line. This is going to be a very wealthy, healthy, spiritual union. Very soon, excitement will begin and you will have no doubt, Taurus. There will be no doubt in your mind as to what is going on. What do we have here? November. Could be something that began back in November, a realization, or somebody could have come to a realization in November. The number 9 could be significant to you. 9 is also the Hermit, so we could be talking about Virgo energy as well. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. Why am I thinking 9? I'm thinking September. I should be saying 11 is November, right? Which is the master number 11. So some of you may have began your spiritual awakening. The 11th might be significant to you, or the number 2. Because 11 does break down to a 2. Something about balance. Maybe you just caught your footing. Maybe you're doing something different. Just caught your footing and got some balance in November. It is a significant time, it looks like. We've got the Mountain. Major challenges to overcome. So back in November, you may have felt as though you had some major challenges to overcome. Maybe this whole situation is the major challenge that you're overcoming. Because I feel like there is going to be some sort of a union here that you don't see, Taurus. You don't see it coming. You may feel it, but you don't see it, my friend. Let's take a look here. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Taurus, if you're interested in a private read, I do have room over at Wizio. Please look into the description. There is a link there that'll take you there. You cannot book me through email. You can only book me at Wizio. But if you have any questions about how the whole situation works, please send me an email. Just look for the yellow dot in the description. All right. Here you go, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Okay. Well, we're just going to throw it right out there. Starting with the Tower, all the dark stuff. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Look at that. Whoa, Taurus. All right. Let me look here for a minute. My heart just started beating really fast. Really, really fast, Taurus. It looks like there is some burdens that you've been carrying, possibly for some of you, about someone that you worked with or someone that you were engaged in a project with. I feel like while you either worked together in the workplace or were engaged on the project, I feel as though you fell in love. Or you started, you know, how everybody has a work husband or a work wife. You started sort of doing that dance that spouses do, but maybe you weren't married. Right? Like you were doing the dance, the work dance, right? I feel like everything was quite content. Feels like there's a couple of people that may have found soulmates, but then they go into separation. Yeah, things get quiet. People go to their corners and start standing their ground, even though there's something really beautiful on the dawn here. Okay, that's the future energy for me. Let's look at this. We have the Tower, the Three of Swords, and the Moon card. Then we have the Hierophant, the Ace of Coins, and the Eight of Wands. Taurus, this is some pretty interesting energy here. First of all, the Tower, you're about to get a Tower, Taurus. Yeah. I feel the Tower is about you. I feel that the spiritual union, the excitement, the wealth is, the strong emotion, it feels like somebody's coming in to offer you something here. Something that's going to change your life. Somebody wants to invest in you, Taurus. It is someone who disappointed you or broke your heart. And I think that in the present moment, you're still feeling that heartbreak. You're still feeling the silence. The sword is pointing down here. I feel like this person needs answers, really wants to talk, is kind of sad and feeling disappointed that this thing didn't go off that the way that they wanted it to go off. But there is something here you don't see. We're going to take a look at that. The Moon energy here is kind of cloaking you, is what I want to say. And I don't know if that is that Star Wars? I feel like somebody cloaked their ship in one of those movies, one of the Star Wars movies, or it feels like you've been cloaked is what I want to say when I don't know why I'm getting that with the Moon energy. It is Pisces. It is Cancer for me. Scorpio here. We have such psychic energy up here. Yeah, we have all of the water signs present. And I feel that it was a very tumultuous or emotional time with this person. It feels like two people who have been separated, who are quite spiritual or quite significantly connected to each other emotionally or psychically. I feel like the moon is significant. So for some of you, this tower, this realization, this tower, I feel maybe a tower of clarity. We will clarify, of course, but I feel like it's a tower of clarity, that you have more clarification or clarity on what's coming in or what's going on here. I think what you don't see is that the communication is coming. And it's very near. Like, it's not even, I don't even have to put down cards to say, yeah, in the near future. It's like here. It's here, Taurus. It's very, very close. For some of you, it might be in the next 8 weeks. And no, when we do readings, it's not that you're going to get your answer tomorrow. It's telling you what's coming, something that you don't know. It's telling you that something is coming. I think someone wants to invest in you spiritually, but I also feel like they just want to invest in you. That they see that you are kind of at the top of your game here. That you are someone that other people come to for advice. You might be someone who is spiritual. You might be the leader of you might be like a youth pastor, or you might be someone who is in the church. Someone who is a leader in the church. I feel like you are being blessed with some sort of discernment that you can tell to other people. But understand that even the most spiritual leader can experience a tower. Yeah, because really the Hierophant is always at risk of a little bit of ego. You know what I mean? You get to be the top dog. You get to be the subject matter expert, no matter what that is, in your job, in the church, in the spiritual community. I see it all the time. Ego, ego, ego. Yeah. So I feel like this feels like it could be an ego death, or it could be just that there's a new realization. Somebody now, if you're a person who reads the Bible, you understand the scripture, you now have complete clarity, or you're the spiritual person that now has complete clarity about a situation which involves somebody coming in to invest in you. There is going to be communication. And now I'm repeating myself. Let's get more cards. It's a feeling of excitement in my chest, Taurus. It feels like excitement to me. It feels like this isn't something you should be scared of. It feels like it's something that that you thought was never going to happen, and you're so wrong. You're like all over the place wrong. Yes. Yeah, you don't like to be told you're wrong. You're a fixed sign, right? Don't tell me I'm wrong, Elsie. I know what's going on in my life. You don't know what's going on. Nope, I don't. But if this resonates, maybe I do just a little. Maybe just a little bit. Wow. Oh my goodness. Lordy, lordy. One more. Taurus. I'm telling you, there has been signs everywhere. Everywhere. I was just talking to my bestie about this. The universe is screaming at us, like screaming at us. So as I put down this card, 2 and 5 is 7. And as I put down this card, 4 and 3 is 7, right? Whatever you've been asking the heavens for, whatever you've been manifesting or trying to find or waiting for someone to get to you to invest in you. Whew, yeah, there it is. It's right there. It's right there. Somebody, the investment they want to make in you, Taurus, is marriage. They want engagement. They want the full-on commitment. They don't want just they don't want the one thing. They want all of the things. Yes. They want a wife or a husband. They want children. They want the house. They want everything, and they want it with you. This person it's been taking them a while to find you or to get to you. For some of you, you could have gone underground because you're tired of waiting. And now this person can't find you. You may have blocked them. You may have, maybe you've moved and they don't know your new address. It feels like somebody's looking for you. And it feels like the person keeps running into brick walls. They keep, and that's what the labyrinth is, right? You get into the labyrinth and you have to find the right way out. It does take your intuition in order to do that. If you can't see over the tops of these bushes, if you can't see where you're going, you can't see the way to the center, you're going to have to use your intuition. Someone who's shorter might have to, right? But I feel like we're being told that somebody is trying to find you, and when they do catch you, the investment is right here. They want to invest in you as a partner, as an equal. This person is going to tell you all the reasons why it took them so long to get through the labyrinth. It was like there were so many things that were keeping you two apart, so many obstacles. But I feel like that's what you don't know. You don't know that this person's been trying to find you forever, trying to get to you. Some of you don't believe it, and that's cool. That's all right, but look at this. Did you know that storks come back to the nest? Like when they leave wherever they live and they go to the warmer climate, when they come back to the same nest they built the year before. Yeah. They also mate for life. And in fables, they bring birth, right? This could be spring. So we could have somebody here, two people that might be meeting up in the spring. Because they're in love. Queen of Cups is in the bottom right-hand corner. And card number 17, 1 and 7 is 8. 8 is about the self, but it's also about infinity, infinite love. Coming back over and over again. It's like this person has been looking for you, and they, no matter who they're with, Taurus, they always come back to you. Or their thoughts always come back to you. Because they know they're not finding you anywhere. There's nowhere else that they want to do that. That's really beautiful. Oh my goodness. All right. Tell me about the ring and the labyrinth. It's taken somebody, they've taken the long way around, is what I want to say. Somebody was trying to avoid getting out of the labyrinth. They were going to use that as an excuse. Look, I didn't know what to do. I was wandering around, couldn't find my way out, didn't know where the door was, kept hitting the wall. Yeah. But I really feel as though they didn't know where they were going. We've got the 9 of Swords. So, thoughts of you, wanting to be with you, not being able to get to you, not knowing where you are, not knowing how to get a hold of you. This person is someone that has been worried that they might be having to give you up if they can't find you. The 9 of Swords is worry. It's living too far in the future and paying attention to too much stuff in the past that you can't change anyway. This person has not yet learned how to live in the moment, how to live in the now. Challenge. Challenge is the 4 of Swords. The challenge is healing enough to be able to come towards you where they're not in the 9 of Swords. The 9 of Swords is a place at which you can drop the communications and connections that have been tough, been really hard. You can drop those now because we can go to the 10 and close the cycle there, and then it's time to go to the Ace where we make new communications, new commitments, new contracts, right? I feel like the challenge here is that the two of you might be healed enough in order to come together and stay together. I think the intention of your person is to come together with you with the intention of staying together. This person isn't only practical about how they want to invest, but there is an Ace of Clubs here, which is the Ace of Wands, and then we have the ring. This person intends on marrying you. Yeah, they're making an investment, a commitment, an investment for life. And so this tower here, while I believe it's still your tower, the communication comes in and I believe you get the tower. I also feel your person had a tower that made them realize that they need to find you. They must find you because they have to invest. Somebody here I feel is feeling badly about the 3 of Swords. There may have been somebody that came between you and them. There may have been a third party here somewhere, right? 3 of Swords. There may have been a third party here somewhere, and that may have stopped them from finding you or coming back to you. It was really burdensome. So I do believe that there was probably a third party here. That has since been cut away, but I do believe that your person, Taurus, has been carrying the burden of not being able to find you, not being able to explain, because they didn't know what to do. They couldn't find their way through the labyrinth. It was dark, and they didn't know what to say anyway. It's like they were doing shadow work. They were walking through the labyrinth trying to find the dark spots. Okay, Taurus, I am going to go into the extension. Okay, this is already getting a little bit long, so if this does resonate with you, you might want to come see it. I am going to go to the extension, and you will find the link that is the first one in the description. Taurus, thank you so much for coming here and for clicking here. I do appreciate you so much. Of course, I will be back with readings this week, as every time I sit at this altar, that you will get a reading from me. I'm going to go for now. See you in the extension. I love you guys. Thanks, my bull gang. Bye bye.